position there.
Yeah, and I like this call because you want the refs in that situation. If there's any doubt, err on the side of giving the benefit of the doubt to the offensive player. That should have been a block, and it was.
He is raining threes here tonight, and he is going to continue to stay aggressive.
As he should. I mean, when you're having the kind of day he's having from long range, you're doing your team a disservice if you aren't shot hungry.
Here's Beverly, and that's not going to go. And welcome back, folks. Thank you for tuning in to the NBA on 2K Sports as we get set to get going once again. Hey, during the break, players getting a chance to refuel and hydrate with some Gatorade as there is more basketball in store. Really an incredible game from Stephen Curry.
Boy, did he put on a show from beyond in that first half. Let's see if the halftime break has any cooling effect on him.
Well, I'll tell you what, we'll soon find out because I guarantee they're going to keep feeding it to him behind the arc until he does cool off.
And as we welcome you back, we begin our second half. So far, not a tightly contested game, guys, but, you know, anything can happen.
How about Steph Curry in this one? And he's buried a ton of three-pointers in this game, too.
I think we need a calculator to keep track of just how many of those he's knocked down.
Thompson is the 2 with Barnes at the 3. Green at the 4 with Bogut at the 5. And it's Curry in the point guard position. That's Steve Kerr's 5 as we get into the second half.
Just call him the Beard. James Harden, not just iconic, but also entering the conversation for the best player in the NBA.
Jason Terry, he's checked in for Houston. And speaking of Harden and being the best, he'd certainly tell you so. He referred to himself as the best all-around player in the league. What do you think?
And I think he's right in that category. A lot of people laughed him off when he said that, but he's been a legitimate MVP candidate. His defense has gotten better, and obviously his offensive game is off the charts.
On the wing, Jason Terry. He's covered by Thompson. Terry leaps for it. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Thompson.
Houston ball. 3 points, Dragons.
Just over a minute and a half have passed here in the third quarter. Terry kicks to Howard. Harden outside. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Harden's got 6.
The D cannot forget about him like that. He'll light you up big time.
Wasted no time on that one. 58 points for Steph Curry.
And really, how about the quick release on that triple there, because he's given up a lot of height in that matchup.
Right on target you are, Greg. I mean, the quick release is what made the difference there. Any hesitation, and that shot is being blocked.
He can be a matchup nightmare if he can get it in the paint.
Another 3 for Golden State.
And what a first year it was for Steve Kerr and the Warriors. It was the best debut as a new coach ever. 67 wins. He also established a franchise win total in his first year.
Well, we're into the third quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played. Golden State's gotten 12 of their points from long range in the third quarter, going 4 of 5 shooting. And our old partner Steve Kerr also got a chance to coach the West All-Stars, and Greg, his record-setting debut season with the Golden State Warriors. Clark, he really hit a lot of big milestones early.
Well, none of us are surprised at his success.
No.
I mean, Steve will be the first to tell you it was because he was surrounded by excellent assistants. I mean, that's one of the underrated aspects of being a good coach is you've got to have a good staff, and Steve has that.
Excellent point. Terry against Thompson. Baseline jumper. And that one goes long.
He's going to play his way right onto the bench and out of the game if he continues to shoot it like he has so far in this quarter.
For Houston, they've gone a somewhat subpar 4 of 10 on their shots in the second half so far. Bogut against Terry. Puts it up from 15.
I tell you what, the way he's been going this quarter, guys, they're going to need somebody else to pick up the slack.
Stolen by Harden. Out of bounds. Golden State takes possession.
Golden State ball.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
1:05 left in the third quarter of the game. It's Curry outside. And that one's good. Curry's got 14 points here in the second half.
These defenders are putting up very little resistance to the three-point shot.
And it's killing them. 4 of the last 5 makes coming from long range.
Takes a 3. It's rebounded by Houston.
He certainly didn't take advantage of the poor defense, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
I tell you what, I think he'd be happy if he can continue to get looks like that.
And that one's good. Terry's got 4 this quarter.
And really smart to draw his man out to the perimeter. He's giving up too much size to be effective inside.
Showed nice basketball IQ. I agree, Greg. I mean, if he finds his spot on the perimeter and doesn't force it, I think his outside shot will be hard to block no matter who's defending.
And that's going to be a turnover. They call him for 8 seconds.
Clearly a mental lapse at an inopportune time.
Yeah, that's a terrible mistake, Greg, to make it any time, but it's really exacerbated when you make it at this time.
Pass to Howard. It's good. The assist that time from Harden.
And that's got to happen if they want to have a chance to turn this thing around. I mean, he needs to just take the game over. I mean, it seems like he's been hesitant to pull the trigger. It has been a 3-point barrage for them since halftime.
Not sure if it's been by design or simply by accident, but either way, it has been impressive.
The 3 quarters of play all in the books, and this one all but over already. Warriors ahead, running away with it. It's the NBA on 2K Sports from Oracle Arena in Oakland, California. And we welcome you back as we get going here in the fourth quarter. The final quarter of play can change everything. So on the floor for Houston, Terry and Harden are the 1 and 2. Modiunas and Howard the post pair, and it's Ariza in the small forward. Here's Terry. Shoots from the baseline. Curry with some nice D.
Physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. That plus 10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Yeah, not to mention what it says on the scoreboard. They're really pushing them around. Straight bully ball.
The 3. Another 3 for Golden State.
That's a dozen straight points coming off the triple.
Yeah, Greg, you know, they're having free reign from beyond the arc. The defense is just not there.
Substitution for the
Patrick Beverly, he's checked in for Jason Terry.
Beverly.
Curry attacking. And he banks in the layup.
Almost uncontested. I mean, it's nice to be able to add to the lead without having to really work for it.
Beverly. The Rockets again can't hit. Warriors have gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. And he gets it to go. The Rockets have gone 0 of 3 to start the fourth quarter. To end the run, Thompson with the rebound. Thompson's got his 3rd rebound on the night. On its way from Curry for 2. It's deflected. Here's Beverly. That 3 off the mark.
And you know what? If you're the defense, you got him right where you want him. Let him keep shooting those threes because he's been brutal in this half.
And so the ball out of bounds. Bogut touched it last.
I tell you what, that's just a major unforced error right there, guys. My goodness.
Goes up on the wing. Another miss by Houston.
And he's really trying to get them back into it, but the results just have not been there.
On its way from Curry for 2. That's good on the jump shot. Curry's got 9 points in the quarter.
Even though it went down, I don't think that's the kind of look they should be settling for. He's certainly not been at his best this quarter. And that's an understatement.
You've got to be kidding me. I mean, that's a point guard playing like a power forward.
And he can do a little bit of everything out there.
Yeah, he torches defenders in all kinds of ways. When he's on the floor, he's a matchup headache.
And it's the Rockets on the break. Harden's got the ball. Here's Beverly. Another miss by Houston.
Boy, they just cannot take the lid off.
Well, they need a basket in the worst possible way, and they've got to stop this run, and the only way you do that, you got to score yourself.
Curry gets the bucket.
Yep, he's their leading scorer, Kevin, in this game, and has been the dominant figure today. No doubt about it.
And the shot is good.
3 points.
Beverly's got 32 points.
He has definitely shown up to play. He's done his part, really just trying to battle his team back into it. Only took them a few seconds to answer the 3-ball with one of their own.
Greg, we've got a 3-point battle taking shape here.
And here's Golden State. They're on a 17-3 run. Here's Curry with the 3. The Rockets pull it in. Aniunas has got his 6th rebound on the night. And that one's good. Beverly.
For 3.
What an exhibition he's putting on today. This is about as hot as you can get. And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for the Warriors.
You know, it's tough to put your finger on the deciding factor in this one, but I'd say that the shooting accuracy made the difference.
Shot quality and better overall shooting.
And when you look back at this one, what an amazing performance this was for Curry. It was the kind of game for him that all scorers dream of, where the basket seemed as wide as a barrel. And what's gotten into him today? This is getting ridiculous.
The 3, and that is good.
And they feel good about this win tonight, guys, defending their home court.
I agree. Job well done. They gave these fans exactly what they wanted.
Beverly, the pass to Howard. From deep 3-point range, but they'll get another chance. Second chance shot. And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket's good. He'll go to the line. That one misses for Howard.
And guys, you know, we've talked about it before, but it bears repeating. Dwight Howard may be the best overall rebounder in the last decade. 5 times out of the last 8 years, he's led the league in rebounding. That's almost impossible to do in the modern NBA.
Beverly against Curry. Here's Beverly. The 3 offline. So we see the Warriors taking the game here. And the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
Yeah, they were clicking in every way. I mean, all cylinders go. No question about that. And once they pulled away, they didn't let up.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan saying thank you for watching the NBA present.